Hi, my name's Liz Hindley. I'm Director of the Learning Curve, the People Development Company, and I've been asked to say a few words about why we decided to work with Edinburgh Napier University as one of their regional hubs. The benefits that we were looking at when we saw the course come out was the fact that it actually matched quite closely the way we delivered our programmes, work-based, very much flexible, very much focused on the needs of the individual and the business, and it helped us to achieve almost a seamless join between what we were providing and helping the learner progress on their journey through from level 2 in some cases right the way through to hopefully potentially the master's degree that the university will soon be offering. We found that initially recruitment was fairly easy in some respects, that we were able to locate people who had done maybe their NVQ approach to development, who were very interested in going on to a less academic-y type of product, and we were able to sell that quite well. However, naively we thought that other ILM centres, particularly in our region, would find this as great an offer as we would, and as a result we sent out quite a lot of letters to all the ILM centres that offered level 5 and above, and we had no response whatsoever from any of them. And I'm wondering whether that was because they perceived us as trying to steal their clients. So we were asked by Edinburgh, how would we maybe do things differently? Well, I think if we could do something that ILM led on and helped promote, to remove maybe that scepticism about why one centre wants to talk to you about bringing in their students, that might remove that barrier. Having said that, we did have a very successful collaboration with one ILM centre called Red Lemon, and they came along with 4 of the individuals who came forward onto our first cohort here in Merseyside. It did mean that some of our candidates had to travel some distance, and we were concerned that that might be a barrier, but in fact it's not been too great an issue. I think the only little blip we've had has been one major catastrophe on the M6 which caused major backup of traffic, and 2 of the candidates kept us fully informed of how many inches they've managed to travel, and that did delay a little bit of some of their learning experience. But overall, I think it's added to the richness of the group, having people from different parts of the country. And still, in terms of accessibility, it's still easier to get to here in Merseyside than it would have been to Edinburgh, and I think that's made it an attractive option for them. I've been asked also to look a little bit about what we would do differently next time. And I'm going back to maybe the promotion of the programme. I do think that we'd have to look at a different way of promoting the programme. We'd have to look at ways of maybe getting to organisations rather than individuals, primarily because of the current financial constraints, but also, as I mentioned before, removing our ownership of it, because we don't own it, we just host it and get other ILM centres feeding in so that we have a good throughput for regular involvement. And the final bit is just to look at it from the student's perspective. I said that the accessibility has been very important, but one of the biggest sellers for us and one of the biggest positive feedbacks we've had from the candidates is how much they enjoyed their first days on the programme. They really seem to like the idea of going up to Edinburgh for that induction. They liked the fact that all of them were on an equal footing when they got there. There weren't any who had been based in Liverpool who had a little clique already. They were all strangers, all starting off on the journey together, and going through the formal induction in the institution's own premises, I think, really helped them.